Exponential Functions-Basic. So for these, what you need to do is write a exponential equation or function to represent the word problem. It says an element with a mass of 130 grams decays by 22% per minute. How much of the element is remaining after 7 minutes to the nearest tenth of a gram? So what you're going to need to know here is, up here is the basic exponential function, and I've changed it here. This is what you would use for growth, and this is what you would use for decay. So you want to look into the problem and see, is something growing, increasing, or is it decaying, decreasing? So this is decaying. So we're going to be focusing on this equation on the right. So y equals, A is our initial amount. So this initially had 130 grams, 1 minus, and we need to put the rate in. It says it was decaying at 22% per minute. Now, I can't put a percent into the formula, so you need to change it into a decimal by dividing by 100 first. You're going to get 0.22, so 0.22. And then lastly, the x is going to be the time. So it says how much is remaining after 7 minutes. So I put a 7 in. And then we can use the calculator. So I'm going to open up the calculator and just type in what I'd written on my page. So 130 times 1 minus 0.22 raised to the 7. And it tells us 22.835, and it wants to know to the nearest tenth of a gram. So it's going to be 1 decimal place. This will be 22.8. 22.8. Now you may also get an exponential growth problem. So see, this says a town has a population of 13,000, sorry, and grows at 5% each year. What will be the population after 11 years to the nearest whole number? So this time, we're going to focus on the growth formula. It's exactly the same. It just has a plus instead of a minus. So y equals, A is the initial value, which this was initially 13,000 times 1 plus, and we need our rate. It's growing at 5% each year. But again, we need to change that into a decimal, so you divide by 100, and that gives you 0.05 as your rate. And x is raised to, is the time, so it said after 11 years. So I'm going to put in an 11. We can go back to the calculator, and 13,000 times 1 plus 0.05 raised to the 11 years. And we get 22,234.4, and it wants the nearest whole number, so 22,234, and that 4 after the decimal place means that we just keep our answer as is, don't need to round up.